If you weren't in trouble, so they had levels and categories and levels, and most kids, you come there, you start off level one. You have to ask permission to stand, to speak, to use the bathroom, to do anything, and if you do so out of turn, you get I think it was called category 2 violation, which meant you had to go. It was really bizarre stuff. So like the first form of punishment would be they would make the kids. They'd put us in a room with a stereo. Back then, they still had boom boxes. Put us in a room with a stereo and play. It was Dante's Inferno, Paradise Lost, or the Iliad on a very, very high volume, and make us write it, scribe it all down, hour after hour after hour, all day, every day, until they felt like you could go back with the other detainees, whatever you wanted to call them. But if they felt like you were in any way physically being a problem, they would do what they would call restrain you, and they sure did. They only did it once to me. I managed to keep my head down and try to not attract any attention, but I remember one individual, for example. I can remember his name, but one individual who I sort of buddied up with. He was from Baltimore. When I came, I sort of, talked to him a little bit, tried to find out, like, hey, man, what's going on here? What's the deal? What is this? And anyway, I remember, I think there was about 3 weeks where he just he wouldn't submit to the staff, and wouldn't stop fighting them. And I remember hearing this guy screaming. You could hear him all throughout the compound, just screaming while these guys were just twisting him up. I think day after day after day for maybe 2 or 3 weeks until they had broken this kid down. I mean, it was bad. It was pretty bad. But yeah, that was. But as far as typical day, yeah, it's just they were just figuring out a way to keep kids there for as little money as possible. We ate goat meat. We washed our own clothes. They gave us khakis to wear. You get up, you get a small meal, some condensed milk. You got three, about jail meals a day. They'd make you participate in groups where they just kind of like, I guess what imagine going to AA would be like. They just everyone kind of talks about their problems. The thing was, though, these kids, I think I was the only one court ordered to be there. All these kids were just kids that had kind of been thrown away by their parents, who just had money. A lot of them were. The story was their parents had gotten divorced and they didn't know what to do with them. They were both working, I guess, and so they sent them to this place that was supposed to be like a improvement place or something, and it turned out to be hell. I mean, I think they ended up getting closed down because of the number of suicides, um, and the abuse started to finally come back around. But uh, yeah, there was a couple suicides while I was there.